Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's session, we'll be covering the fundamentals of JavaScript. These basics are essential for writing clean and effective code. Here's the agenda for today. We'll be discussing on data types, concatenation, template literals, arithmetic operators, type conversions. By the end of the session, you'll have a clear understanding of these foundational concepts. Let's begin with data types. A data type simply refers to the kind of value a variable holds. For example, it could be a number, a string, a boolean, and so on. JavaScript is known as a dynamically typed language. This means we do not need to specify a data type when declaring a variable. JavaScript automatically determines the type based on the value assigned. JavaScript is also considered a weakly typed language. This means JavaScript allows implicit type conversion. In other words, it sometimes automatically changes one data type to another to perform certain operations. Data types in JavaScript are divided into two categories: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Let's go through each one with simple examples. Number. The number data type represents both integers and floating point numbers. Here are some examples. The first one stores the number with decimals and the second one without decimals. String. A string represents a sequence of characters and is written within quotes. It can be written using either single or double quotes, like the examples given below. Boolean. A boolean represents logical values, either true or false. Undefined. A variable is undefined if it has been declared but no value has been assigned to it. Null. Null represents the intentional absence of any value. We use it when we want the variable to be empty. Begint. Begint is used to represent very large integers that the number type cannot handle. Symbol. Symbol is used to store unique values. Let's look at the non-primitive data types. These are more complex and can store collections of functions. Object. An object represents a collection of properties in key value pairs. Array. An array is a special type of object used to store ordered collections of data. Function. A function is also considered an object in JavaScript. It is used to perform specific tasks. Let's look at the key differences between primitive and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types are stored by value, while non-primitive data types are stored by reference. Primitive values are mutable, meaning they cannot be changed once created. Non-primitive values are mutable, so their contents can be modified. Examples of primitive data types includes number, string, boolean, undefined, null, begint, and symbol. Examples of non-primitive data types includes objects, arrays, and functions. Primitive data types are compared by value. Non-primitive data types are compared by reference, meaning two objects with identical data are still considered different unless they are referred to the same memory location. Primitive data types are lightweight and faster. Non-primitive data types are heavier but more flexible and powerful. Why data type matters? It describes the nature of data stored in variables. They also determine how values are processed, compared, and converted during execution. Since JavaScript is dynamically typed, we don't explicitly declare types, they are assigned automatically at runtime. Now let's move on to concatenation. String concatenation simply means combining two or more strings into one long string. I'm going to discuss some of the key ways to concatenate strings. The most common way is using the plus operator. In this example, the first two variables are concatenated in the third variable using this plus symbol. Check the output. Using the concat function, which joins two strings together. In this example, check the output of the variable result. The modern way is using template literals, introduced in ES6. This allows us to embed variables inside backticks. We'll discuss about this in the next slide. Next is template literals. They are enclosed in backticks. Variables and expressions can be directly embedded within template literals using the syntax as shown in the slide, and it can be tagged with a function. Arithmetic operators are used to perform basic mathematical calculations in JavaScript. plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponentials are some of the arithmetic operators. Type conversion refers to changing data from one type to another. There are two types, implicit and explicit. Implicit conversion, also known as coercion, happens automatically when JavaScript tries to convert data types on its own. Check these examples carefully. In the first example, JavaScript automatically converts the number 5 and the string 5 and gives the output 55, which is a string. In the second example, Boolean value is converted into a number. The third example is converting number and the string into Boolean. Explicit conversion is when we manually convert a value using built-in functions. In the examples given below, string, number, and parse float are built-in functions that converts a variable to a string or a number. Here's a summary of today's session. JavaScript data types are categorized as primitive and non-primitive data types. Strings can be combined using concatenation or template literals. Arithmetic operators are used to perform mathematical operations. There are two types of type conversion, implicit and explicit. And that's it for today's video on JavaScript Basics. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to get more concepts on web development. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.